Good afternoon, everybody. I was just trying out this stream Zoom to Facebook and I had to switch some things around. They're always changing everything. And when you're running a business, there's always new stuff to learn. So, um, if anybody's joining me in the Zoom meeting, the link is in the event. So, if you want to come in here and talk about bedtime routines with me, feel free to hop in the Zoom call because I'm in Zoom. I want to make sure that I'm actually in the Facebook group. And if you guys have messages, not messages, comments and questions, put them in the Facebook video, and I will read them on my phone since I can't really see how to work this right now. This is so funny. I love learning new things. I really do. Um, so in my course, Reclaim Your Body, Transform Your Mind, we have a whole week module with lots of activities that you can do for sleep, help falling asleep, help regulating the nervous system. We have a live coaching call that really helps with awareness around where we're judging ourselves or judging other people with sleep habits or patterns. And when you live with a family, everybody has different opinions on sleep or different behaviors around sleep. So, balancing everybody's sleep schedules and what they need for sleep can be pretty tricky. Today, I just want to talk about what my sleep routine is, and of course, sleep routines change with life and with what you learn about yourself, basically. So, from a young age, I really needed a lot of sleep, and I used to just put myself to sleep. I wanted to go to bed when it was dark. People leave me alone. I fell asleep in parties on the floor. I was a really good sleeper. And then, and I always shared a room with my siblings. Sometime around middle childhood, I remember a switch where it was really hard for me to fall asleep, especially if I was in new environments. Um, I would, sleeping over at a friend's, I'd be laying awake, like, why am I not sleeping? Everybody else is sleeping. Had a hard time turning off my mind, lots of overthinking going on. And my best friend and I, at one point, we started doing back massages before bed. We were probably like 9 or 10, and that felt really good to me. And it relaxed me having that physical touch and just we would draw things and try to guess what the other person was drawing, stuff like that. Um, so I realized I needed a little bit more relaxation, but I didn't have anybody teaching me anything. When I got to college, having a roommate was really different for me. Um, I slept pretty good, but I discovered yoga and realized just how much overthinking. I had like a really active mind. And so yoga helped me a lot with that, and guided meditations, especially listening to somebody guide me through a relaxation. That was really helpful for me. So when I became a parent, I was like, oh, I'm going to teach all these things to my kids, and they'll learn really early. And of course, they each need something completely different. So it's just a learning curve all the time. Right now, my son likes a back massage. We have to like count his bones and scratch his back, and he really likes that physical touch. I sometimes will take his legs and pull them and squeeze them, like that deep pressure. He really likes deep pressure. We don't have a weighted blanket, but a lot of people swear by weighted blankets. It might help my son. But he's doing pretty good with sleep, so I haven't gone to that. We just use our cuddle time and back massage time as part of our nightly routine. My daughter um, had a hard time going to sleep since she was a baby. She was like never on a real schedule. Like I thought she'd be sleepy, and so I'd try to put her to sleep, and she'd be like wide awake, screaming. She needed less sleep than my son. My son was a very easy napper, like on schedule. So I just assumed my kids would be like me, easy sleepers. One was easy, one was not. Right now, she's really enjoying reading herself to sleep, and a lot of times, if she can't, she does. She does do guided meditations now. She likes to listen to quiet music or listen to a guided meditation to help her. So, really having this whole toolbox of ideas has really helped me and helped my kids to figure out what's going to work for them. So, back to mom. Is anybody commenting? Okay. My bedtime routine right now, most important to me, is that I keep a strict schedule. Like I go to bed at the same time every night of the week, no matter what. Even on the weekends and the days that I don't have to get up for anything. My body responds really well to keeping the same schedule, and I wake up with daylight, usually 6:30 or so, sometimes earlier, but usually 6:30, so I try to be in bed at 10:30. Um, if I don't fall asleep in time by like 11:30, then for some reason I'm up again. There's like those sleep cycles and I'm like wide awake again. So I really need to stick to that schedule, and that's really helped me. And I learned that at an early age. So in order to accommodate that, I need wind down time. That overthinking brain, I can't be out late at night. Like I can't be out till 9, 10 o'clock at night because I don't have enough time to wind down. Um, so I stop eating usually 1 to 2 hours before bed. I do intermittent fasting now, so I usually have dinner like by 6 p.m. Sometimes a little bit later, and then I just drink like tea at night, and that has helped me settle down at night to be able to fall asleep. I find that if I eat later than that, I also have a hard time falling asleep. And certain foods, I don't have this much of a problem. My husband has a bigger problem with this. Certain foods will now keep him up at night. So the earlier I stop eating or we stop eating, it's much more helpful for quality sleep. And then 1 to 2 hours before bed, I try to put my phone away. Sometimes that doesn't happen. Um, and the blue screens, the blue light is really gonna keep me up if I have it before bed. So no computers, laptops, tablets. We occasionally will watch some TV in bed. And then I always read, no matter what. I have to read a book to settle my eyes. And yeah, so those are the basic things. Now I rotate, usually I'll rotate like a bath or some stretching or yoga, depending on how I'm feeling. I used to be able to like exercise. We used to be on a volleyball league and things like that. I used to be able to do that later in the evening. And now I found that it just energizes me. So everybody's so different. But I really believe that if you have an hour bedtime routine that's devoted to yourself, making you feel good before bed, de escalating any nervous system that's rising, being able to self regulate your body, then sleep will be a lot more peaceful. What else did I write down? Um, Now that it's becoming more and more light outside, that can be really tricky for calming down at night. So, in the winter, dimming the lights in the evenings, setting your body up, your body knows like less light comes sleepiness. So, dimming the lights and keeping quiet music on and things like that. And it really helps kids as well because it actually activates their or it deactivates their nervous system so they're ready to calm down for the evening. Candlelight can be so much fun in the evening, especially for kids. Like just making it quieter, softer, darker. Sometimes I do that in the bath. Put the candles. Who likes baths with candles? Please let me know in the comments. um, at our house, we also diffuse essential oils that are good for sleeping. So in the evening, trying to switch to those calming oils. We like lavender and what else? I have a sleep roller, lavender, valor, and what is in it? I can't remember. I roll it on me too. Copaiba. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, there's a lot of great ones for nighttime sleep. What else did I write down? Oh, there's even tea. Like I drink tea at night, and there's sleepy time teas that have certain herbs in them. I just really like evening wind down time. I think it's a really special time. And then it also makes my morning a lot happier when I've been able to have that relaxation time at night. What are the comments saying? Calm music for the girls every night, Rachel. Yeah, it really helps their body settle. Erin says she tries not to eat after 7. Definitely affects me too. Yeah. Oh, and so I actually have an intermittent fasting course and anti-inflammatory diet course um, as part of something I do. And because it's something that is part of my lifestyle, I made a 21-day challenge for it just to introduce anti-inflammatory foods and how to like set an intermittent fasting schedule. Um, so if you're interested in more information on that, let me know. Just comment below and I'll get back to you. I'm gonna have a mindful eating coaching call for that course coming up in June. So you want to get into it so you can be on the live call because I'll be doing an awareness practice around food and mindfulness, and just how we handle judgment and shame and guilt with food and how do we get past some of those habits and patterns that we've made for ourselves. So that coaching call is coming up in June. If you want to get in the course, everybody that's in that course will get that live coaching call with me. That's all I wanted to say about bedtime routine. I think it's very important for self-regulation and then helping your kids co-regulate at the same time so that everybody can sleep really well because sleep, it affects everything in our life, and the less sleep we get, the more stress we're going to be dealing with as a family. So um, reach out to me if your kids or you are having trouble with sleep because I can discuss some options with you as well. And see, next week we have someone coming in here to talk about adrenal fatigue and how that can how stress is linked to adrenal fatigue. And so if you're really struggling with something, it could be adrenal fatigue as well. So she's coming in next Thursday at noon to talk to us about that. So that'll be really interesting too. Any more questions before I hop off of here?